Hello, welcome to Moon Life Astro. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming, actually the fact that Mercury is going direct today. I'm actually recording this a few days before Mercury actually goes direct. So hopefully the weekend went well for you. On this channel, we talk about astrology and how to marry it with planning and productivity tips. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. And first of all, I just want to check in on how Mercury retrograde has been going for you all. Again, Mercury is about communication, how we digest information. It rules tech, travel, contracts, and planning. So the last 3 weeks, you may have had some delays or snafus in those areas. I know several people, including myself, during our Zoom meetings, we had weird glitches. One meeting I was in, my Wi-Fi just went out randomly in the middle of it. Those kind of things happen during a Mercury retrograde. One day I went to an ATM machine and the money just came out this tiny sliver of a corner, and you had to very gently like slide the money out between the rollers. And I thought, wow, classic Mercury retrograde moment. So if you've been having those kind of tech glitches, that sort of thing, now that Mercury is moving direct, that sort of thing should stop happening, or at least not happen as often. If there were any communication issues, delays, or conflicts that came up during the Mercury retrograde, now you have the opportunity to clean them up. I would highly recommend that, especially because right as the upcoming new moon happens, that'll be the beginning of eclipse season. And I'll do another video about eclipse season. But my experience has been is like whatever you don't clean up before eclipse season happens, it usually rears its ugly head during eclipse season, and it's way worse, a much bigger problem. So if you've had challenges with people or clients in particular, this is a good time to resolve those issues, try to come to some sort of solution while Mercury is direct and before eclipse season. So ideally in the like before the end of September, since the first eclipse isn't, I believe, until September 7th. Um, so just something to be aware of, something to be mindful of. Hopefully during this past Mercury retrograde, you had a chance to do some reviewing, some revisions, some research on maybe potential projects you want to launch later in the year, either September, October, November, for example. If you had contract negotiations happening during this Mercury retrograde, now's the time to move forward, finalize those things, finalize the last agreement. I know someone who actually bought a dream home. They started the process before Mercury went retrograde. During the retrograde, they had a few delays around signing the lease, but they were able to resolve it and move in, which is pretty cool. And so now the energy hopefully will shift. Hopefully you'll feel a lightening of energy, feel like things are going to speed up a bit. Mental clarity should increase as well. And like I said before, hopefully you'll have fewer tech snafus, less scheduling mix up, basically just easier to move projects forward. And what's really great is that we have this time between now and November 8th when Mercury goes retrograde again for the last time this year. This is the time to launch projects, to move things forward. Although potentially with the exception of eclipse season, some people say you shouldn't launch major things during eclipse seasons. It just depends on what's going on though. Other people say it's the perfect time to release something. And so it just depends. But like I said, I'll do another video on the eclipses because I don't want to get too far into the weeds with that. But what would be a good thing to do now that Mercury has moved direct? You can do a post-retrograde debrief, maybe journal on what became clear to you during the retrograde. I'm going to put these prompts in the comments below as well. What unfinished business are you ready to move forward? And what habits or systems need to change for a smoother workflow? Here are some suggested post-Mercury retrograde activities for your business. You can review pending contracts. You can check client communications. And you can also update your project deadlines. And then basically we have the next 90 days before the next Mercury retrograde. So this could be a really good time to set some clear intentions for the quarter, finalize decisions that you postponed during the retrograde. One of the things I'm actually launching this week is I'm going to have a paid membership on the Skool platform, Skool. You'll be able to find it on Skool under Moonlight Astro, the same name as my YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a live Q&A each week so we can go into these things. And if you have questions about how these transits are working or things you can do, how you can marry them to aspects of your business, that'll be the place for us to do a deeper dive. And plus, it'll be nice to really connect with people, face to face. It'll probably just be a simple Zoom meeting. And, it'd be great to just get more feedback from people. It's going to be just $9 a month or $50 annually. So whatever works best for you. And I will be putting the link to that below. So it'll be great to meet some of you and find out more of what you like, what's working for you, and other ways that I could just be of more support to the community. And plus, it'll be a great way for us to build community, for people to connect with others who have similar dreams and visions. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be great. So that's what I'm launching as Mercury goes direct. I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait to see you in that space. One of the other things you could also do while Mercury is direct, you could refresh your systems, like updating your CRM, social media content, client onboarding plans. But basically, I would say whatever you're going to do, keep it simple. Just pick one system to improve. That way it's manageable for you. Or for example, maybe you could just batch create content for the month of September. You can outline that as well. Marketing campaigns, another great thing to work on during these next 90 days, sales funnels, collaborations, setting yourself up to prepare for Black Friday in November and year-end sales that you want to have for your business. Good time of year to begin implementing those things. And that's basically it. One of the things I like about Mercury retrograde, and I had another astrologer, one of my favorite astrologers, actually, Molly McCord, say that what's really beautiful about Mercury retrogrades is that it's often a great time to tie up loose ends, get to things that you've had on the back burner. And for example, having a membership was something that's been on the back burner for me. So during Mercury retrograde, I was able to kind of tinker around and figure out what I want to do next if I open up a membership. And like I said, hopefully you had a good Mercury retrograde. Hopefully the full moon in Aquarius this past weekend was really good to you. Like I said, I'm recording it before the full moon, so I have no idea what actually happened over the weekend. So if there was any major things that happened, like on the world stage, I have no idea. So that's why I didn't talk about it. Basically, I hope you were taking very good care of yourself. I hope you're, like I said earlier in one of my earlier videos, really focusing on your self-care practices, your self-nurturing practices. We are coming up on eclipse season, and so I feel like it's always a good idea to strengthen ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually before and during eclipse season. One of the things I like to do during eclipse season is the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. So I'll also put that down below in the comments as well. I'm feeling the urge to actually start it sooner. I might even start implementing that this week. Usually I like to do it at night for about 15 minutes before I fall asleep. And I'll probably talk more about that during the eclipse video as well. But it's just a beautiful prayer. It's a beautiful practice, very powerful. And if you are getting value from this channel and from my messages, please do like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It does help me get the message out to more people. And definitely feel free, please, to join me in my membership, Moonlight Astro, on the Skool platform. So excited to meet you and see you there. Wishing you much love, joy, and peace. And I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. I will be back on Wednesday for the astrology of the upcoming week as well. So until then, take care. And again, much love and joy. Easefully yours, Darice.